That's how I started to learn from these guys. I remember I was the guy on the ground. I owned the business, but I was the guy on the ground shoving the sticks through the chipper. And I always remind everybody that shoving sticks through the chipper, I've done your job. I did it, and I always took pride in how well I cleaned up a yard. And I'm very meticulous on how we clean up, because it's crazy. I'll have a huge oak tree, huge oak tree. And I have rigged this tree. We've roped it down over the top of their house. Sometimes people leave their dog house there with their dog still in it, and don't do that. We have to move the dog. But we've done these things over the top, and you're rigging this thing, and you're watching these big limbs come around, and we've even used cranes. What's crazy is when they get all done, the guy will come out and look at me and go, "Man, you guys did a great job cleaning up." I'm thinking I'm gonna get a pat on the back for moving this enormous oak tree from your house, but instead I get, "Boy, you guys really cleaned up the sticks and shavings." So I came to the conclusion that people really, that's at the end of the day, what you leave in the yard and how it looks is one of the most important things to them.
Yeah.
It took me a long time to figure that out, and I think that's the difference, is how you leave the job. If there's sticks, there's sawdust, yeah, you could do all these wonderful things, but if there's still a mess, or they find some chips or whatever on their driveway, and their driveway's not blown off, to some people it doesn't matter, but to me it does, because I know that some folks, they just don't say anything, but it does bother them. Like, "Oh, I wish I had to sweep it up."
You're right, exactly there, because again, as we have talked in the past, people don't know your job, therefore they cannot appreciate the time and energy you spent into felling that right between a doghouse and a dog bowl.
Whoa, wait a second. If it's that tight, I'm taking it down in pieces. So we'll take it down in pieces. So what we do is we rig it from the tree. We use the tree as almost its own crane.
I'm saying you know your job and you do it well, and they don't know your job, but they can appreciate the visual that's left behind. That's what I see from consumers is they don't know the entire job, but they know enough that maybe you shouldn't have left that out there. But